Hello friends, I welcome all you to this pharma family. Today we are going to focus on a topic of formation and destruction of red blood cells and the recycling of hemoglobin components. Actually, RBCs circulate for about 120 days after leaving the red bone marrow before they are phagocytized by macrophages. Without a nucleus and other organelles, these RBCs cannot synthesize new components to replace their damaged ones. The plasma membrane became more fragile with age and the cells are more likely to burst, especially as they squeeze through narrow channels in the spleen. These ruptured red blood cells are removed from the circulation and destroyed by the fixed phagocytic macrophages in the spleen and liver, and the breakdown products are recycled in and be used in numerous metabolic processes, including the formation of new red blood cells even. The recycling process will occur in different steps. We'll go in detail. In the first step, these macrophages in the spleen and liver or red blood cells, that is red bone marrow, they phagocytized, ruptured and burn out red blood cells. The globin and the heme portions of the hemoglobin are split apart in the second step, that is the heme. And in the third step, these globin is broken down into several parts of amino acids. These can be used or synthesized for other proteins. These amino acids can be used for other protein synthesis. The iron that is removed from the heme portion in the form of Fe3+, this associates with the plasma protein called transferrin. That is, we can see in the step of fourth step. And this transferrin is a transporter for Fe3+ in the bloodstream. Coming to the fifth step, here we can see this, and muscle fibers and liver cells and macrophages of the spleen and liver, Fe3+ will detach from the transferrin and attach to an iron storage protein called ferritin. Keep in mind that this Fe3+ detached from transferrin and it attaches to an iron storage protein called ferritin. Coming to the sixth step, on release from a storage site or absorption from the gastrointestinal tract, this Fe3+ will reattach to the transferrin. The Fe3+, that is transferrin complex, is then carried to a red bone marrow where the RBC precursor cells take it up through receptor mediated endocytosis. I'll explain this in the next part, that is receptor mediated endocytosis. For use in the hemoglobin synthesis, the iron which is needed for the heme portion of the hemoglobin molecule and amino acids, these are needed for the globin portion. The vitamin B12 is also needed for the synthesis of hemoglobin. Coming to the eighth step, the erythropoiesis in the red bone marrow. The erythropoiesis in the red bone marrow results in the production of red blood cells which then enter into the circulation. In the ninth step, when this iron is removed from the heme, the non-iron portion of the heme will be converted into the biliverdin, that is a green pigment, and then this biliverdin is turned into bilirubin, which is a yellow-orange pigment. In the 10th step, bilirubin enters into the blood and is transported to the liver. Within the liver, this bilirubin is released by the liver cells into bile, which then passes into the small intestine and then into the large intestine. Later, in the large intestine, the bacteria converts bilirubin into urobilinogen. Here we have covered almost 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points regarding the conversions from one protein to one pigment to other pigments like biliverdin to bilirubin and then enter into the urobilinogen. In the 13th step, the sum of the urobilinogen which is absorbed back into the blood that get converted into an yellow pigment called urobilin and it gets excreted in the urine. And most urobilinogen is eliminated in feces in the form of brown pigment which is called as stercobilin, which give feces its characteristic color. This is the type of life cycle that we see, how a red blood cell will get formed and how it get destructed and how the other recycling of hemoglobin components will occur. We had seen here the rate of RBC formation by red blood cells from the red bone marrow will be equal to the rate of RBC destruction by the macrophages. I think in this video we have concluded that how a red blood cell formation will occur and how it get distracted and how it get recycled by other hemoglobin compounds. I hope this will help you a lot and please like, subscribe to my channel. to get more videos regarding our pharma topics. And thank you. Hello.